In the red corner, Bobby Towers. And please welcome his opponent, fights out to the blue corner, Dave Johnson! This is a semi-professional K1 kickboxing contest. And in the red corner, he hails from Parkstone. He stands in a 5'7" and weighs in at 66 kilograms. He is fighting the team Trevor Silko, and this is his debut in the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Bobby Towers. And his opponent fights out to the blue corner. He hails from Portsmouth. He stands in a 5'4" and weighs in at 66 kilograms. He is fighting out of DKJ and has a record of 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dave Johnson!
Right, Jordan, next up, we are in with the semi-pro K1 kickboxing. So, difference is this is now 3 3-minute rounds. In the red corner, we've got Bobby Towers. Towers fighting under Trevor Serko. He's an independent fighter. He's actually Trevor's nephew. He's in the gold shorts. His opponent, fighting out the local gym DKJ, is Dave Johnson, who is actually Gareth Johnson's nephew. So, keeping it in the family for this bout.
Just to give you the heads up, I expect it to be very explosive. Trevor Serko, a very, very good stand-up fighter. If his nephew is anything like his uncle, then we've got a very, very good fight on our hands here.
He certainly looks confident, Jordan, coming out nice and early, big flying knee.
Straight in for the clinch there.
Nice crisp jab. Look at that 1-2.
I know it may be early days, but maybe early days. But I was going to mention it doesn't look like Johnson's that phased by the sort of the height disadvantage as well. He's actually given away 3 inches in height.
Ah, that's right. He's certainly very confident himself. Massive overhand right there from Johnson.
Some good combinations he's putting through the middle as well.
That overhand right came from hell itself, I believe. But what's interesting is that we can see that Towers was controlling the ring very well, but now Johnson is exploding out and taking centre stage.
Some very, very heavy hands from Johnson.
Oh, and he just caught Towers flush there with an overhand right from the clinch, and he won't be happy with that. But that's not the end of the world. He did go down, but he didn't look particularly phased. He was totally with it the whole time. And again, there's that punch again, Jordan.
I was going to say, Towers does look very crisp, but Dave Johnson's just so powerful. When those punches get through, he's really sending them down.
Towers started off nice and crisp and accurate, but he's got to be careful of that overhand right. I think that's going to be a killer if we get many of those landing.
And that right inside thigh kick then was almost a little bit too high. I don't know if you saw that then.
I did, yeah, it was very high, Jordan. I was talking to Bobby Towers earlier in the change room. He did tell me he was looking for a knockout tonight. So keep an eye on this. You know, we've got a long way to go in this fight yet.
I think Johnson's corner know that. You can hear them screaming for him to circle. And he seems to be moving away very, very well and actually sending that big right hand through just as I mentioned that.
His ring craft is a lot better in this last minute than it was in the opening minute of this round.
He's definitely got into his rhythm now. And you can see that.
Two big knees to the body. 3 shots, another big knee to the body.
Fantastic combinations, powerful combinations.
I've got to be honest, John, I'm very impressed with Johnson's counter-striking.
But Bobby Towers does still keep coming forward. He really is pushing action. I mean, Johnson there is packing some powerful punches, but Towers isn't backing off.
That's right.
He's sending some shots through of his own.
He is relentless with his attack. Oh, flurry of big shots to the head.
And to the body as well.
And there we go. Referee Dave Swan having to jump in there at the last minute.
Please can corners exit the cage. Round 2.
So round 2, Geordie, what would you have been telling Bobby Towers if you were Trevor Serco in his corner then?
To be honest, I'd say do exactly as what he's doing now, just keep that left hand a little bit higher, because it seems to be that right hand that's doing the damage as it comes through.
That's right.
And
Look at that.
Brilliant hip throw there. I think he's been doing a little bit of jiu-jitsu.
Certainly looks like it. That was a fantastic hip throw. Well, very difficult to pull off hip throws, especially with big gloves on and no tops and no cloth.
Some brilliant movement there, ducking under the shots, returning a few of his own. I tell you what, Lord, I really would not like to be a judge in this fight.
No, that's right, John. No, I certainly wouldn't.
I think we do need to commend the matchmaker for shocking all 5.
Big right there from Towers, but Johnson caught it on the glove, so that won't have phased him much. Look at his head movement. He is avoiding most of these shots now.
It was a brilliant kick to the body there from Johnson.
Big knee from Towers, came from halfway across the cage. A little bit slow. Are we starting to see the pace slow down a touch?
It looks as though Towers might be looking to try and work some clinch work to possibly nullify those punches. If you watch, he throws a couple of shots and tries to go in for the clinch. But Johnson is just incredibly strong.
He's going for the kill. He can taste blood. Look at that. Towers is back. Straight right, straight down the pipe.
Fantastic movement from both of them, though.
That really was great stuff to watch. I mean, I would forgive you for not believing this was semi-pro, Jordan. I don't know what your thoughts are.
To be honest, it looks like a pro fight to me. And considering these are relatively inexperienced fighters as well, I think they're doing a fantastic job.
That's right. I mean, it's Bobby Towers' debut. Dave Johnson's had 1 draw. So these are relative newcomers. But both coming from fantastic backgrounds with top-notch trainers. I mean, we wouldn't really expect any less, would we, John?
Definitely not. If you watch both fighters as well, you can see they've both got their mouths open, they're both breathing heavy, the guard's coming down, but the pace isn't slowing at all.
No, that's right.
A little bit more cautious, but they're still, packing some heavy punches.
We can almost see the frustration on Towers' face.
The front teep there from Johnson.
Big overhand right from Towers. Johnson steps out of the way and throws a counter and another counter and a kick. And there we can see Towers is turning away. It doesn't look like he's got it in him anymore.
It was that body shot, definitely hurt him. And again.
He's got to come back. Look at that fantastic high back kick. That was awesome. Look, Johnson's smiling away. He liked that himself. And he was on the receiving end. What a cracking bout this is turning into be, John. I'm looking forward to round 3.
Please can corners exit the cage.
Right, we're in for the third and final round.
I'm looking forward to this one, Lloyd.
You can hear Gareth Johnson advising his nephew there to get in and get out. Smart advice.
There's a heavy inside kick then from Johnson.
That was a big one. We can just see a slight welt underneath Johnson's eye as well. It's not going to bother him in this final round. Oh, big jab there from Towers.
It looks as though Towers is really tidying up his ring craft at the moment.
He has, yeah. Oh, he did stick that chin out for a split second, and there we go. That's what happens. Johnson sticks 3 on the end.
For the first 2 rounds, I think what we've seen is Johnson's been drawing him into a brawl, really, and with those heavy hands, he's, it's slightly been in his favour. Now Towers looks to be, moving in and out much, much better, as we see there.
He has. He seems to have learned his opponent. Oh, look at that uppercut from Johnson. Massive uppercut there, Jordan.
And yet Towers literally took it on the chin and carried on.
It didn't even flinch at that one.
Johnson seems to be working the combinations very, very well.
Oh, there's that massive right again. Sorry, Jordan. Massive right followed by that jab. I felt that. Sorry, very rude of me for butting in there, but...
No, not a problem. Either of those shots and the leg kick or the overhand right, if either one of them had connected, it would have hurt.
That's it. Johnson's definitely a counter-striker. You can almost see the cogs turning behind those eyes.
I think this is why it's such a great matchup, because Towers seems to be stalking him around the ring, trying to pick him off. And as you said, Johnson being a counter-striker, it makes for a very engaging matchup. Neither of the fighters are holding back at all.
No, that's right. Towers is a go-getter. Johnson's a counter-striker with a lot of power and a lot of accuracy. This is making for a cracking matchup.
Yet Towers just keeps on pressing forward.
He does. Look at that, 4 shots in a row now. His head movement has been absolutely spot on. Just ducking out of the way of Johnson's shots. Oh, apart from that one, that was a heavy one. Final 10 seconds of the final round. Big jab from Johnson. Uppercut, right cross, uppercut. And he goes down with a couple of seconds to go. What will the judges make of that?
To go to the judges' scorecard. For your winner, in the blue corner,